Hello. Hopefully I'm live. I think I am. It seems to be letting me stream, so let's hope this works out. And, right, let's get straight into it. The first thing I want to do is very, very quickly check that we are actually live. The best thing to do with that is to quickly pull up this thread on Twitter and say hi to everyone. And hopefully this will come through. Yep, here we are, pressing play there. And you should see it as well. Is it going to work? Is it going to work? Well, hopefully I am live. I think I am. That's what we need to know. Hi, Patrick. How are you doing today? Now, here's the thing. Today is all about the worst PlayStation 2 games that I have in my collection. Basically, we're going to go through them, have a play on a few. I've got one lined up, but there is one unresolved matter. Hi, Chief89, how are you doing too? And thank you, both of you, for supporting me on Patreon. Let's bring up the DVD recorder because we have some unfinished business. Now, I may have been practicing this off stream, and I've worked out how to do it. So, when this actually loads up, we are going to do one challenge, and that's Super Mario Brothers. I am going to get through that challenge, hopefully. Oh my goodness. I'm also going to turn down this sound a little bit, because I don't want it to drown me out, because that would be a bad thing. So, I'm going to bring up my timer. We need the timer. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Here we are. So, stopwatch. That's what we need. Let's get through this. Patrick, I haven't seen your All-Stars video yet. No, sorry about that. Let me play. Come on. Let me select these things. Right, here we go. Right, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Well, I've already got off to a worse start than I did on my practice run, so this should be interesting. We're trying to get from World 1-1 to the end of World 1-4 and defeat Bowser. Oh, what am I doing? The moment I start talking, I lose control. Listen, that's what it is. So, we're trying to do this in the best way possible. It's while I'm talking. I'm splitting my concentration, that's the thing. And we're trying to do this in the fastest time possible. I know I can do it, I've done it before. So, let's see what I can do. Come on. Come on, Mario. Mario, you can do it. Yes, you can. Patrick, you are quite right. It would be helpful if you could see the gameplay. So, yep. Sorry about that. Right, 1 minute 12. That was not a good run on the first level. You could hear the sound. You didn't need it. You did. You need to see the gameplay. That's what the show's about. So let's hope this works out. Trying a slightly different technique. There you go. Trying to get through this in the best way possible. Oh, come on, I bounced into the bad guy. Guys, I was doing better at this when I wasn't on camera. I think it's the camera. It's definitely the camera putting me off. Grab the big Mario. We can do this. We can do this. Oh, for goodness sake. Again! I'm messing up. Guys, it's 2 minutes 32 seconds already, and I'm not doing well. Oh dear. Right, gotta get in the zone, in the zone. In the zone. Now, I know this is usually the route you take to cheat, but it's actually safer and means you can get through quicker without messing about. So I'm doing this. But the trick this time is to not go to the secret warp zones. So, come back onto the level here and go through there. Oh, good cup of tea. Good cup of tea. I'm trying to cut down the amount of Coke I'm drinking. I cut out Monster and I need to cut out Coke as well because it can't be good for you, all those chemicals. So, we're now on to zone 3. We can do this, we can do this. And there's Lost Mario. Super Mario, anyway. But I've got him back, so let's keep going. And I didn't. And I've lost him immediately because I am not very good at this level. I never play this level when I'm not doing this challenge because you can just zip to World 4. So I don't know what Worlds 2 and 3 look like. But here we go. And we're down to the last bit. 4 minutes, 28 seconds. This is not good. This is not good. But I am going to finish this challenge if it kills me. Let's do it. Hi, McBenman. How are you? All about the timing. All about the timing. Gotta be careful. And wasn't careful. I got caught on that block. That was a problem. Yes, it was. So, I think we're down to our last life. I didn't actually check. Not the best. Not the best play ever, but if I get through, I can at least be happy that we have finally finished the challenge that I couldn't finish. And again, caught on the block. I wasn't doing this in the previous run. We're going to get through this. Damn it, now we're going to play some PlayStation games, which is the point of today's episode. Oh. Okay, 3, 2, 1, start. Here we go. We've got the Super Mario because that will give us an extra chance, basically. Shouldn't have jumped. Didn't need to jump. Shouldn't have jumped. Right, we're getting somewhere now. I'm talking less because I'm trying to concentrate. I really do want to finish this challenge. "44 seconds. That's better. That's a lot better. 44 seconds and a big Mario. We can do this. We can do this. Right, we're doing it. We're getting there. 1 minute 30. So we're already partway through World 1-2 at the time that we started on World 1-2 last go. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, this is a better run. This is a much better run. Now what we're going to do is get through World 1-3 without losing loads of lives. Hi Riaz, how you doing? Oh, 2 minutes 7 seconds and we're still going. Oh. So far, so good. Oh, lost the super duper. Oh well, we didn't need it. Technically, we don't need it to win. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And 2 minutes 58 and we've finished World 1-3. We're doing better this time. I'm doing okay for the most part there, Riaz. Glad to see that you're doing alright. McBenman says, am I feeling better? I am. Yesterday I was ill due to a rather bad combination of lack of sleep due to allergies playing up, and dehydration due to allergies. So I'm doing a lot better now, yeah. Okay, we got the timing right there. So we're doing a lot better than before. Three minutes 46 seconds. He is dead. He is down, and there we go. 3:52.15. Finally done it. Finally did it. Yes. You guys, you cannot possibly understand how happy and relieved I am to have finally finished that challenge. I never thought it would be a difficult one when I set it. I thought it would be a fun one. And it was fun. It's been fun. But it's been hard. Oh, sorry about that. You probably just heard a really loud bang as I put my cup down there. So, I'm just enjoying a nice cup of tea, and then we're going to switch to the PlayStation. Because I have a fair amount of games here. Now, if I bring myself back up onto the main view screen, I've got a selection of PlayStation 2 games to go through today. And these are ones that I've gone through my collection, the all 1,700 and odd, and looked at them and thought, why are these on PlayStation 2? And it's a fair question because, well, there really, really won't be an answer, not an adequate answer, when you actually see them. And we're going to start off with Captain Scarlet, a show from the 60s that really is trying to ape the 60s. It's by Blast. It's their usual type of box, but you can see that it's like a 3D-ish thing using the designs from the original 60s show. So, let's power this up. We're going to have a look at what they did to Captain Scarlet. This technically doesn't count as a violation of the Geneva Convention, but in some ways this show might get close. McBenman once says, can you stream games such as GTA and other ones? I can, but I would have to turn the sound off for them. Because I don't want to get copyright struck. Here we go. This is copyright to Brain in a Jar Limited, and that sounds about right. You'd have to be a brain in a jar to think this was a good idea. The Classics Array says they did a Thunderbirds one too, I think. Yes, that's the one I couldn't remember. Thank you. Where is it? Where is it? I knew I'd missed one. I knew I'd missed one. Oh, I've got to just try and pull out the Thunderbirds. I've got to move a few things around, guys. I'll be back in a second. Just trying to find Thunderbirds. Got it. Found it. I knew I had it. I knew there was one I'd missed. Right. Okay. It's... Look, Batman saying playing the Simpsons game. The Simpsons game's alright. It's not brilliant, but it's not bad. So, we're going to try Captain Scarlet. And there's no reason this should be on PS2. Absolutely no reason, because it makes no sense. There was a revived, if I remember correctly, no, it was Dan Dare. It was a revived Dan Dare. So Captain Scarlet being on PlayStation 2 makes no sense. I could have imagined an Amstrad or Spectrum game, but here we go. Captain Scarlet is a driving game. Would you have thought, based on the TV show from the 60s, that you would get a sort of driving vehicle combat thing? Because I wouldn't have. This makes no sense to be a game. But here we are, Captain Scarlet driving his weird red futuristic car, which is designed to look like the version, if I turn it into reverse, you'll see it. Designed to look like the one from the 60s. It's well designed, but this is a driving game, a vehicle driving game where you've got to finish the first level, which is a kind of test race thing. You've got to get to the end of the course, all 3 laps. Yeah, Patrick says Captain Scarlet later got a CGI remake. Right, that would explain it a little bit. That makes more sense to put it onto PS2. But even so, this is not a good game. And you'll see why in a moment. Because there is no point to this. It's a boring, poorly controlling game. I'm having trouble even slowing down for these corners. And you're right, Patrick. The original ideas for Captain Scarlet would make a great game. This, however, is a driving game. I'm sorry, but Alien Invaders should have been more interesting than this. Especially when you can't properly slow down. So, I'm just going to get around this. McBenman1 says, do I like Simpsons, South Park, or Family Guy? Family Guy, I don't. Most of its humour is in bad faith. The South Park, I don't, because I don't like edgelord humour. I don't see the point in pushing things just to try and push them. I understand why comedy pushes boundaries. Being a stand-up comedian, I understand why comedy pushes boundaries, but I don't like that kind of humour because it's not funny. It's just trying to offend and then play it off for laughs. And The Simpsons, I thought, was hilarious for the first 9 or 10 seasons, and then it went downhill rapidly. which was unfortunate because there was a lot of potential with The Simpsons that could still be dealt with. The first 9 series certainly are brilliant, and I love watching them. They're hilarious. But Family Guy, no, I just don't like the humor. I think it's bad faith. It laughs at people rather than with them. Although there was one, as usual, there was one funny line with when they went to Britain and they had a drive-by argument. I thought that was quite funny. All of you who think I'm wrong there can feel free to drive up, shout "I disagree," and then drive away. That was a good line. Although the funny thing is, Seth MacFarlane does have some good jokes. As was it Slope's Game Room, when he did the Family Guy episode, and he was talking about what Seth MacFarlane did with his comics before he got into stuff. What was it? He went to communion, and when he was offered the communion wafer, he asked if he could get fries with that. I thought that was hilarious. Comes out entirely out of left field, pure comedy, brilliant. Right, this is the actual game. Now that we've got through the training mission of can you drive, this is the game itself. So the Mysterons are attacking, and they're attacking with drones. So, what do you think this is going to look like? Captain Scarlet to the rescue to defeat the Mysterons. Oh look, it's a driving game. It's exactly the same. And it's ridiculous. This is a boring game. And if we get through this level, the next one is a driving game. And it's just, it goes on and on like this. There's no reason for Captain Scarlet fighting the Mysteron's alien invasion to be this dull. There's the drone. It's a car. So now I've got to chase it and shoot it with guns. That's it. I've got to do that 4 times, and then the level's over. It's so dull. Classics Erase says this game was released a year after New Captain Scarlet ended. Yep. Couldn't even cash in at the right time. So that's the one that we've already defeated, which is why it's still on our radar. Of course it is. And we just keep going. It's so boring. There are good games based on kids-oriented shows. This is not one of them. And if you notice, we're on the same track that we were on last time. This is the same track. That was the same building that we just saw. There was the drone, so we're going to turn around really poorly because you can't turn very well in this game, and chase it down. So we're on the same level as we were last time. We're now shooting some really blocky looking vehicles. And you know what, Patrick? I'm surprised that Granada allowed this as well. There is no excuse for something this dull. This would have looked bad on the PlayStation 1, never mind the PlayStation 2. It's empty. There's nothing here. There's another one. There's another drone. So, reverse a bit. I have to admit, though, the car is well done. It's well designed. It looks right for Captain Scarlet. Where'd the drone go? It's over here, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. And the general look of the dials and things, they look about right, but there's no gameplay. This is it. This is all you get. Yeah, Riaz, you're absolutely right. This game is visually boring. It is. There's nothing in it. It's empty. It's devoid of anything. There should be more. Why am I having to just drive around on my own? Why aren't there vehicles on these roads? Why aren't there vehicles for me to dodge? Why aren't there other enemies apart from these 4 drones? What's this for? What is this for? Who is this for? It just doesn't make sense. And you know what the next level is? Shoot some cars. At least the cars on the next level fire back a bit. There is no reason for this game to be on PlayStation 2. And that's just how it is. There is no reason for Captain Scarlet to be on PS2. It's not a good game. It's really not a good game. So, let's move on. Patrick says even CPC driving games look better. I'm not sure about looking better. I think it wasn't that bad in terms of design of the cars. Or at least the original car. But there's nothing to the game. So let's see what they did with the other one, Thunderbirds. Do you think this one will be better? Do we think this will be better? I'm not entirely sure about that. We're going to see a lot of games today. We're going to see a lot of games by Blast. So let's bring up Thunderbirds. Or as my dad used to say for a joke, what time is it, Brains? I'll just check. It's 4 o'clock. I always thought that was funny. Right, here we go. What have we got now? Thunderbirds. Select English. Another one from Granada and Blast. Did I see the new episodes made for the 50th anniversary? I did not. Okay, this is by a different development team. Do you think this will be better? Riaz says he loved Thunderbirds, even though it's a 60s show. He clearly remembers it being repeated Saturday mornings in the mid-80s. It was repeated in the 80s and in the 90s. And Blue Peter, in fact, when Thunderbirds became really popular again, showed everyone how to make Tracy Island. Here we go. International Rescue. Looks better already, doesn't it? Looking better. But I don't know which version it's based on. It's got to be the original 60s version because Thunderbirds Go came out after this. So this must be the original version. But that didn't look like the original version's pool to me. I may be wrong there, but it didn't. Use the left analog stick to control the ship and press X to fire missiles. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go over here. Am I? Yes. I can't make this go quicker. For goodness sake. So, here we go. Oh, for goodness sake, stop just... So now I'm playing Lander. I'm not coming in too fast. Shut up, Thunderbird 5. It's like pilot wings now, trying to land. Landing complete. Collecting survivors. So what's this choplifter now? Yeah, you're right, Patrick. This one follows the general principle. It's terrible to control, though. Oh my goodness, it's so bad. It feels a little bit like someone made a really cheap knockoff of Desert Strike. Right, so... Land again. Come on, down. There's a bit of skill to this one. Right, so what do we do now? I wasn't paying attention to what we do now. Do we just fly home? I've got to move radioactive containers. Press the L1 button to change between Thunderbird 1 and Thunderbird... Right, so I've now got to... Whoa! So I've got to move the radioactive Which one? Ah, right, I see. This is definitely like Desert Strike. Let me... Once you've successfully... My goodness, it's so slow. Right, so I've now got to fly off to the other side of the map. Here we go. I've now got to fly all this way. Oh. I've got to fly all that way, and I've got to not smack into the mountains and cause radioactive damage. But maybe I want to cause radioactive damage. See, this one's not bad. It's hard to control, and it's a little... It could have been like more like Thunderbirds, but it's Thunderbirdsy enough, I suppose. Go not smack into all of these mountains, but we're getting there. We'll do this level and see how we go. Hi Jason, how you doing? Can I not just dump these radioactive canisters in the ocean and tell people that they're all gone and everything's fine? I mean, it would cause some Burns effect radioactive fish from The Simpsons, but, you know, that's not bad. Turn around. The controls are crap. So bad. Oh my goodness. It's so slippery. The controls are so slippery. Right. Now I've got to fly... Oh, for goodness sake. Here's the problem with this. It's boring. It's really, really boring. And I've only got just over a minute to finish. Come on. What did I just pick up? Oh look, the container that I smashed just turned up again magically. Grab it! Yeah, the 2004 film should have been better. Should have been a lot better. Jonathan Frakes is a decent director. And the cast weren't bad. The script was shite, though. That's the problem. It's just terrible. Grab the damn canister! No, just do it. Just do it. Get the... I've got 20 seconds left. Grab the damn canister. The controls are so bad. Oh, for goodness sake. It's like trying to control a skier on ice while blindfolded. And nothing works. Nothing works. And now we're going to... Now I remember why I didn't like this game. The control... The general game seems fine enough. I mean, it's definitely aimed for kids, and it could be an awful lot better. But the controls are so bad. So bad. It's so slippery, nothing works properly. So when you're trying to deal with stuff, it's like, oh. It's frustration. It's real frustration. But it's not the only Blast game I've got today, because... Oh my goodness, Thomas and friends are dead at the races. Oh my goodness. And the best part is, USB iToy camera required. So, I've got to get out the toy and stand that there. This one's actually a late game. The classics say there's one developer worse than Blast, Phoenix Games. Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna deal with Phoenix Games on a proper GameHammer episode. There are some good games from Phoenix. The majority are not good games. Here we go. So I'll need to turn the big light on for this. Otherwise the iToy won't focus on me properly. So, let's see how Thomas the Tank Engine, A Day at the Races works out. It's like they just went and bought up a load of defunct franchises. Oh, I'm already on the screen. We're going to skip. I don't need a controller, it's an iToy game. It's entirely iToy. Right, so if I just turn the iToy camera a little bit. Oh, this is going to be fun. Hit entertainment. Poof. I should not do that.
It was a fine sunny morning, and Thomas was working extra hard to finish his duties early. Today was race day. That afternoon, all the engines on the island of Sodor would gather to compete in a series of races. Thomas had never won a prize before.
Oh,
he was determined.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, the nostalgia. Right, it gets a point just for putting that in. We want to play the games. But we can't. Notice that.
The engines could barely contain their excitement as they prepared for the races. The fat controller made a speech wishing them all luck. And
they've got the old style. They've got clips from the old show. It looks great. And then, did you hear that tune on the start? That's the really, really bad, really terrible reboot version's theme tune. So this is like a right kick in the teeth.
Position yourself inside the person-shaped outline. Wave your hand over the arrow when you're ready.
I'm going to place myself in the outline. Okay.
The engine's faces are all mixed up. Can you help match the right face to each engine? When the game starts, the faces will be mixed up. When an engine flashes, select the correct face by waving your hand over it. When you're ready, wave your hand over the go button until the red.
Right, here we go. All the train's faces are going to be mixed up, are they?
1, go!
Okay. Give me a... Which one is it? Right. I don't know who these characters are. Just grab them all. He's a small one, so... Give me it! The right one flashes. I don't even have to think. Well, that just sucks. This is... Oh, don't tell me we've got to do it again. What is the point of doing it again? This is stupid. All I'm doing is looking for the red flashing face. I'm not actually paying attention. Jason Plevin says, was the Wii compatible with the GameCube? Yes, it was, but only the first generation of Wiis, and I think part of the second generation of Wiis have the GameCube slot. Oh, so now it's getting faster. I'm just... Why am I giggling? This is as boring as games come. Give me that damn face. That's a phrase I never thought I'd say. Give me your face. I've heard the CIA uses minigames as a torture method, says Classics. Yeah, that sounds about right. McBenman says, do I have a Nintendo Wii? I do. It's all set up. It's part of my set. I can add it in. Move your head so it appears inside the box. Are you happy with this picture? That's going to be the stupidest flop. Yes, I am happy with that picture. Yes. Do you want to skip the autosave? Yes. Right, we're gonna have one more. Do you want us to turn off autosave? Yes. Why do I have to say it twice? Next game. We're having one more game just to see how bad this can get.
Next, each engine was to have a shiny new coat of...
I thought we were having a race. Where's the race?
Admiring his fresh red paintwork.
Right now, this is just a cut-up episode of the show with a few mini-games in it. It's almost as bad as the Power Rangers on Mega CD. Which, if you've ever seen it, is just a rhythm game with the CD, with an episode of the show running in the background.
Wave your hand over the arrow when you're ready. Can you help to paint the engines?
Probably not, Mr. Ringerstar.
Wave your hand over the flashing area of the... When you're ready, wave your hand over the go button until the...
Go! Please go.
3, 2, 1, go!
Come on. Where's the train? I'm supposed to paint him, am I? Right. Let's get some yellow. Am I getting red? Which one do I need? I wasn't actually paying attention during the instructions. Must be this one then. Yes. So, it's colour matching. This is crap. What's the point of this? And also, why can't I paint Thomas? His face is white, isn't it? Because they're all honkies. This is crap. Look at that. It's all pixelated and a mess. They've done like minutes of work to do this. Minutes of work went into this game. It's like a CPC type-in. Remember that type-in from Outside Action? I think it was called Metro, where you typed it in and it drew a car on screen, then you could press H to honk the horn. This is about as... This is about as useful as doing that. And look at those sheep. Look at those sheep in the bottom right. They're just watching me wave at this thing. How many times do I have to wave to do this? Come on, finish! Next round! I'm knackered! Thomas, we get to paint Thomas. This is crap of the highest order. It's... Yeah, do you know what, Jason? This, you're right, it is taking kiddies for a ride. This is just... Oh, look, they get to move around and wave and feel like they're doing something. But actually, we're just taking money off their parents and grandparents to keep them quiet for 5 minutes. Crap. Bugger it. How bad was that? And we didn't even get to race! I did the bloody races. I did watching paint dry. Literally, we were drying some paint on a friggin' train. Do you want another blast game? Mr. Bean. Why does Mr. Bean exist on the PlayStation 2? Why? Why? Because a cartoon was out at the time. It's a terrible game. Terrible, terrible Thomas the Tank Engine game. So, Mr. Bean, do you think we can actually play a game? Do you think this one will be alright? I don't. Watching bloody paint dry on a train. At least with most games, there's at least some element of gameplay. I mean, Captain Scarlet, you were just driving a car on an empty road. But at least you were doing something. You could change direction if you wanted to. On that, just wave at a corner of the screen. Here we go. Oh my goodness. I've got tennis elbow from waving at paint. I really have. Okay, so this one's Beyond Reality Games. So this is the one, this is the company that did the Thunderbirds game. So hopefully this will have a little bit of gameplay, but probably terrible, terrible controls. And it's based on the cartoon rather than the original game, TV show. I don't need to know the plot, just show me what's going on. I never liked the art style on the Mr. Bean cartoon, I have to admit. It's just... You know, it's like that transition bit between older style drawing and new style flash animation. How goofy does he look? And then, oh no, the camera controls are reversed. Now, I don't know what I'm doing, but that's just how it is. Sewer entrance. I think the entire game's in the sewer. McBainman says, have you got any Norwegian games? No, no I don't. Gonna open The Hunt Begins and go in there. No, I'm going for the PAL's complete set, so I'll end up getting any of the regional games at some point. But at the moment, all I've got is English, French, and German. Oh no, and a couple of Italian ones. My copy of Rule of Rose is from Italy, and my copy of the Bible game is from Italy. So, we're now into the main game. Control-wise, this isn't... Okay, we'll go around that. Picking up dog biscuits. And avoiding enemies, I take it. Oh, I'm actually... Right. So basically, this is a poor man's Crash Bandicoot. With worse controls and really, really terrible, terrible, terrible drawings. And a spring that only goes down when you press the jump button. Okay, this one is at least playable. This one's, you know what? It's not great, but it's definitely designed for kids. None of the... Gone through a checkpoint. The camera is too slow. The controls are still not brilliant, but at least it is playable. So, I think we can give this one a pass. It's like a 4 out of 10. It's not brilliant, but we really have seen worse. In fact, we were just playing worse, waving at bloody paint. Can't believe that's what they put into a game. It's a game for morons. That's what it was. Get the teddy, then we... Yes, get the teddy, then we're going to stop. So, graphically, I've seen worse. I have, but it's a slightly later in PlayStation's era game, so they kind of knew what was going on by then. Cell shading, I've seen worse, but at least it looks a bit like the cartoon. Controls aren't bad. The gameplay's a little dull, but then again, it feels an awful lot like a poor person's Crash Bandicoot, which, yeah, gameplay-wise, I mean, we all loved Crash Bandicoot, didn't we? So that one gets a pass. I think that one and Thunderbirds are so far the good ones that we've played. So, now we're moving on, because this one isn't by Blast, it's by Oxygen, the Snow Queen's Quest. Wait till you see what's going on with this. I'm going to actually start typing some reviews in here with scores. Captain Scarlet, 3 out of 10. Mr. Bean, 4 out of 10. Thunderbirds, 4 out of 10. And Thomas and Friends, 2 out of 10. Patrick says he'd pay good money to see an all over the house game. Well, I don't know if I could actually do that. It would take an awful lot of doing. We might be able to make a like a role-playing game or something, an RPG creator. No memory card, I know. I don't want any of these saved. The Snow Queen Quest. Now, the cover is acceptable. It's a bit boring. And if I bring up... Hang on. If I bring up on the screen again... Me. Let me see me... The back, some of the graphics there make this look pretty good. I'll show you what it's actually like. We're going to go for single player.
Can you imagine a wintry world where the days are as cold as nights and the nights are even colder?
That made
no
no
sense.
sense.
Through the icy forest. Look out for frogs. They'll croak when you get near. You don't want them to wake the Snow Queen.
Right, so we've got to go through an icy forest, avoiding frogs. Sounds fun? Terrible, terrible character design. At least the camera moves decently. And we're walking around a maze. Camera controls are reversed. Can we go through here? We don't have a key. So we've got to avoid the frogs. And every time we get near a frog, that bar at the bottom is going up. Or, no, that's going up automatically. So, okay. And we've made one ribbit, but it doesn't seem to have done an awful lot. Right, come. Look at the... So bad. There's no expression on his face. He just looks like a git. We need to find some keys. I don't know where we'll find keys. So... we're running out of time because we're about halfway through on a timer on the bottom, which I think is a timer. Open the damn chest! Again, no expression on his face. Did we just get... No, we got a bag. We haven't got any keys. Where are the friggin' keys? Okay, we just... Apparently we used the bag to send a frog to sleep.
Great.
So, we're going to go for this middle bit. I think we can open that with the key.
Got to find the key.
Oh, We've got the wrong key. Okay. So we go round here. Is this the one that uses this particular key that we've got? Yes.
Great.
Now we've got the silver key, so we can go to the middle. But we're running out of time because our little guy here can't walk very fast. He sort of bounces slowly, like a lollop.
Got it.
Gold key and head for there. And we're out of time.
Summer will never return.
There we are. So, because we didn't get there in time, our character died. As in, dead. Just dropped down dead. So we're going to try that again now that we know where we could get the first key. And the controls for the camera are reversed again. So we go in here. And we got the key. We'll go into here. And open up the middle. No, we can't open the middle. We've got to go right to the other side of the labyrinth. It's just... Again, this could have been interesting, but it's not. It's slow. It's haphazard. There's no animation to the face. He looks
Great.
half asleep. It looks like he's sleepwalking. Because he's got no expression on his face. Is he some kind of mannequin that's just partially come to life? I don't get it.
Great.
Even the narrator doesn't seem bothered. There we go. There's no point to this. It's dull. Continue without saving. I don't want this saved on my on my thing. Oh my goodness. And the loading. What is it loading? It's certainly not loading animations. Again, my goodness. Now we get another maze? Yes, another maze. It's friggin' Pac-Man. Only Pac-Man had some gameplay to it. We're just avoiding frogs and running around a friggin' maze for no good reason. It's terrible. There's no point to this. I could make a game like this myself. It would probably be more interesting. So, let's go on. Turn that off. But that's it. You get through a maze to go to another maze. One gameplay. They've got a tiny game engine and a load of levels, basically. So, Snow Queen's Quest. Three out of 10 at most. And I'm being generous. Excuse me. I'm generous with that one. But that's not all. We've still got a load to go. Because next up, Fruit Machine Mania. Now, we played a Fruit Machine game on the Amstrad. And it was pointless then. So imagine my horror when I found that the Classics RA says this game should have been called Frog Whisperer, the story of a soulless kid. Perfect. Perfect, Classics. Absolutely perfect. Here we go. The friggin' Fruit Machine Mania. Are you into gambling? Well, here's 6 different kinds of gambling. Oh. What am I doing with my life to do this? Reviewing a fruit machine on the internet. Yeah, Jason says I played Fruit Machine Simulator on my Spectrum. Yeah, that seems about right. Load failed. Do you want to continue without loading? Yes. I'm not saving to my memory card for these. Oh. Here we go. Start game. Do we want Card Master? Or any of the ones that are locked? No, we want Card Master. So, at least it's got some kind of progression and reward system in it. If you play it long enough, you get to unlock different versions of it. But it's still a fruit machine. Which, of course, the main point of it being a fruit machine is just not there. Because you can't win any money. You spent money to get it, and that's it. Apparently I won. Okay. What did I do? Did I press the wrong button? What's it loading? Right, so we have 4 buttons on the controller. This one spins, that one exits the game. Don't get them mixed up. Let's try again. So we've got 100 turns, and we've won. What have I won? I'm gonna risk 3. Oh, so the turns aren't turns. They're the money we've got. I don't even know what. There's nothing to this. There's really, really, really nothing to this. It's just press X and continue pressing X, and then you get some score. I've got 145 score, and sometimes I get to gamble on how much of a score I get, and sometimes you don't. Let's risk 5, see what happens this time. Oh, so you get a higher score if you risk more. Okay, that's fine. But it's still a fruit machine. I think I've got enough to go on the next table now. Not table, machine. This is monotonous. Do you really think this needed to be on PlayStation 2? Do you really think this needed 128 bits of power? That's it, game over. 275 points. We got some points, and it let us open up a different thing. And that's it. So we've opened up Sea Treasures. So we're going off score to get on to the next machine. And Jason says, bit dull this, even compared to the Spectrum game. Yeah, there's nothing here. There's nothing to this. It's... And now it's the same machine. It's just got a different score, a different colour scheme on it. It's the same game. Press the X button, okay. So I did. Now I've got more turns. but less score. What? This is crap. Absolute crap. So bad. Some games, you wonder why they made it because you just don't get it. It's just not for you. This game has no reason to exist. Fruit Machine Mania 0 out of 10. There is no good reason for that game to exist on the PlayStation 2. All it is it's either for gamblers to try and get some virtual fix, or it's luring kids into gambling. That's all I can say for it. That is all I can say for it. So, this next one, I think this came just after the show ended. Friends, the one with all the trivia. It's a trivia quiz game. And the reason I'm going to show you this is because it's damn hard to find a copy of this. Every now and again you'll see a copy turn up in a shop. If you do, grab it. So, we're going to have a look at Friends, the one with all the trivia. Still can't get over that fruit machine. There is no excuse for that game. No excuse at all. It doesn't even give you the virtual thrill of actually giving you some coins. It should have had at least a money coming out thing, like ching, 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 ching. Then you would have got some minor enjoyment out of it. Even the slot machine in Grand Theft Auto was a bit better than that. Right. Here we go. Friends, the trivia quiz game. Wow, that looks pretty good. Still good enough. Patrick says he could do this one in his sleep. To be honest with you, I think I can too. Quickly jump over the soundtrack there, which will get me a copyright strike. Quick start game.
So how many players are we looking at?
We're looking at one player because I've got no friends. Can't save. I know you can't save the data. Just keep going. So let's see what comes up this. We're probably going to get a copyright strike just because I've got friends on here now.
You're just playing to light up those windows. Relationships. Useless information.
According to both Monica and Rachel, Phoebe is what?
She's flaky.
You got it.
They've got Janice to voice this, and then Gunther as well, isn't it? That's Gunther.
Relationships. Who is Kip?
Oh. A friend they phased out.
Right on the money.
There we go.
Work and play. The friends.
Rachel works for whom at Ralph Lauren?
Wow, they've got a lot of the voice actors in.
You're not too smart, are you?
I got that one wrong. So I've lost a light.
Work and play. Flip and question.
Do you get the impression that this should have been a DVD game? What colour are Phoebe's shoes? I don't know, I wasn't watching.
Playing wrong. Work and play. Useless information.
Hi Jen, you're on speakerphone, I'm on live stream, what's up?
Oh, I'm sorry, I won't bother you too long. I was just seeing how you were doing.
We're doing alright, yeah.
Oh, you're rocking the juice box on some classic games.
Well, we're actually playing Friends, the one with all the trivia. and trying to work out why this needs to be on PlayStation 2 instead of being a DVD game that would have probably sold better.
Was it not a DVD game as well?
I don't think so.
And did it come out on any other format?
Not as far as I can tell.
You're saying it's PS2 exclusive?
Pretty sure it is, yeah.
I don't know, maybe because the PS2 was just a very big format at the time, and maybe they viewed it that, you know, that's what most of the hip kids had, so that was the one to release for.
Maybe, but it's a weird game because some of the questions anyone can get, and then the majority of them require you to have an encyclopedic knowledge of the show.
Oh, right, so how badly are you doing?
Really badly. I managed to get 2 lights on the building lit up, and then whoa! Did you hear that?
No, it's a very bad line. I didn't hear anything.
Okay, that was the vibrate on the game on the controller.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That is basically telling you that you were wrong, that you did not know that Joey does not share food.
You've watched this too much, Jen.
Yes.
But it's still, it feels an awful lot. Go on.
So I just about to say that you need to make yourself some righteous mac and cheese.
It really does feel like this should have been a DVD game. Like that one we did with Tom Baker, the Tom Baker sci-fi quiz.
Right. I got the impression that DVD games didn't really sell well. And the reason being was that Mum and Dad were too busy watching stuff on the DVD player in the main TV, and little Jimmy was in his bedroom, so I guess they figured that it would probably sell better on the PS2 because of that. And you know what, I suspect they're probably right. DVD-only games were a bit niche.
Yeah.
You know, people viewed them as being a bit crappy, which they were. But if you release it on the PS2, which I guess that came out at the peak of the PS2...
Yeah, 2005.
It was a much bigger market. And, you know, in 2005, let us not forget that, you know, DVD players were still more expensive. You know, a lot of people had a PS2 in their bedroom to play the DVDs on.
Yeah, you're probably right there. But even so, it's like, it just feels like a mess, and it shouldn't have been on the console.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, look, I'm going to let you get on. I'm driving on an almost deserted M1. It's very surreal out here. So for all you people in quarantine land, you're missing a post-apocalyptic wasteland.
I'm watching it on the cameras. I've got the CCTV up, and the cameras are showing the only people that are out are druggies.
Oh, right. I thought that the druggies were being picked up by the police for breaking the quarantine.
Yeah, you'd think they were, but there are 2 standing outside at the moment.
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest. The roads I've never seen them this dead. Even at 3 a.m. in the morning on Sunday, it's not this quiet. It's
Jen, 3 a.m. in the morning. Is there a 3 a.m. in the evening?
Zoe, just remember that, you can't see me, so you can't see the hand action that's applicable to friends that I'm doing right now. As Ross would say, what does that even mean? Right, I'm gonna go now.
Alright, babe, I'll see you later.
Okay, smell you later. Bye.
Bye. Jason says, I think there was a DVD game of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. There was. And you know what? There were a couple of PlayStation 2 games of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Don't bother with them. The one that's on the original PlayStation is a decent enough quiz game, but the ones on PS2 just doesn't work. Oh my goodness, I'm getting tired. Right, let's move on, because Curious George needs some answers. Now, looking at the back, this looks like it's going to be a bit like the Mr. Bean game. So let's see how well it gets on. However, the weird thing is, this one's by Namco. So it's by a major publisher. Let's see how it goes. Jason says it's like Mad Max on it. It is, it really is. You know what I'm missing though? I'm missing ordering pizzas. Most of the takeaways around here have shut down. I can't blame them. But there are a couple still open, and I'm wondering whether I should try my hand with one. Do I want to start the game? Well, not really, but yeah, I do. I've got to. It's kind of what we're doing. Helps if I bring up there, yeah. Bandai Namco. Monkey Bar Games. Well, that doesn't bode well, does it? Powered by the Vicious engine. Oh my goodness, I want this game to be vicious, but it's not. Is that... That is animated, isn't it? That's more like hand-drawn yeah, that's hand-drawn animation. Because that's the actual game. So, let's start. We're going to continue without saving. Because I don't want any of these on my save file. Let's see how this goes. We've got a few more still to go through, so don't worry. If this one's good, we'll quickly come back to some crap.
There it is.
Patrick says, wasn't there a crappy Nightmare? There was, and I forgot to get it.
Gone? What? This can't be it. It's supposed to be huge. That isn't huge.
1 and 2. Nightmare 1 and 2. Nightmare. Knight Rider 1 and 2. We'll have a look at them in a moment.
Actual size.
This is a card. Right.
Follow Ted through the jungle.
Right.
Use the interact control.
Get back up. So already we're seeing that poor camera and poor directional controls are making this game a little bit not great. And I can see that I'm supposed to be grabbing onto that rope, but I can't. There. So we've reached a checkpoint. Did I just kill the monkey? What am I supposed to do? We're in this poorly rendered CG space where I haven't got enough of a shadow and it doesn't have a shadow at all. Is that marker supposed to be? Am I supposed to get onto that? Oh, right, okay. I think I kind of see what's going on. Oh, for goodness sake. See what I mean? The controls aren't good. It's better than a lot of the games we've tried so far, but it's still not good. For goodness sake. Let me grab the rope. Shouldn't I be able to... So what am I doing wrong? I can't turn the camera far. That's as far as I can turn it. I can't go any further than that. Oh, I can double jump. There. Right, we can double jump. That's okay. So now we're getting through. Seriously? I'm constantly jumping past where I need to be. This is terrible. The controls are atrocious. I picked this one because I've tried it before when I first got it to make sure that it worked. And there's no game here. It's just terrible. No, this could have been a great Pitfall game. If you think about it, this could have been fun as Pitfall. And just make it a little bit better and call it Pitfall. I'm not even touching the controls at this point, you know. It's just playing itself. You only have to do certain bits. So from this, we can tell that they've put a little bit of effort in. From the standpoint of graphics, as a kid's game, it's not bad. It looks kind of cartoony. The cell shading kind of works. The controls need work. The music's not great either. So all in all, needs a lot of work. It would have been an interesting Pitfall game, certainly better than the Pitfall game we got, but it's not grabbing me, let's put it that way. So that's, funnily enough, probably one of the better ones we've had today. I'm going to give it 4 out of 10. And it could have got higher if the controls had been better and there'd been a bit more to the gameplay. Because, for the most part, you're not doing an awful lot. So, as Patrick pointed out, Knight Rider and Knight Rider 2. So this one is called Knight Rider the Game, and this one is called Knight Rider the Game 2 on the cover, or on the spine, Knight Rider 2 the Game. We'll start with the first one. And this better be good. Because I need a good one. If at any point we get out of the car, I'll be very disappointed. Yeah, Patrick, you're right, 4 out of 10. It needed better controls. It could have been good. That Strawberry Shortcake game that reviewed, I think it was for Christmas, that was a showing how to do a kid's game. Looked great, controlled great, and there was a varied level design, so you had to do different things to get through the game. Here we go. Knight Rider. This better be good. I really, really want it to be good. Sure you want to continue? Yes. Press the wrong button. I like the sound effects it's got. That's pretty good. Davalex. Okay, it's got a point already because that's great.
Knight Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist.
How good is that?
Michael Knight.
How bad is that?
Say to champion the cause of the innocent, the helpless, the powerless, in a world of criminals who operate above the law.
The original visuals are great. Then you get into the game.
Welcome to Flag Mainframe.
Let's go. Right, we're on a training mission. Please enter your name. Ass. We're gonna go on medium. And we're going right. Training. Bonnie has conducted a refit and now wants a thorough test of all kit systems. So, we have to pass all the tests. Chief89 says, all of this is really lower end, average PS2 graphics and no good gameplay, a terrible combination. I guess a load of such and therefore quite annoying games were made for the PS2, even though I only have played some of them. Yeah, no. Most of the PlayStation 2 library, if you pick it up, you can play it. It's got some gameplay to it. I've had a lot of fun with stuff that other people have said is terrible. These are the ones that I tried when I first got, because every time I buy games to go into the collection, I always test them to make sure they work. These are the ones that I've played and tested and thought, no, they're bad. So, we're going into the vehicle, are we? Okay, the controls for the car are slightly heavy. A little bit too heavy.
Test to see if the new system's upgrades work properly and recalibrate them where needed. We'll start the test with some basic speed driving around the track. I want you to
Oh my goodness.
the time displayed on
Who have they got for this voice actress? She is reading the lines a bit like this and has put no personality into the lines.
Remember, your exterior is protected by the molecular bonded shell. But that won't
Which of these is supposed to be the robot?
impact damage.
Right, so brake is on a different control to reverse. Which, yeah, okay, I can deal with that. Controls are very heavy. Okay. There's a lot of stuff coming out of left field. Where it's just like there's a barrier, but you don't notice it until you're almost on top of it. We're on a racetrack. I can't step on it, I'm going as fast as I can. The visuals on this are, well, I've seen worse. It looks a little bit like Grand Theft Auto, so, whoa. I'm not going to say it's bad, but it's not brilliant. It's quite blocky, a bit basic. But so far, it's dull. Listen, what am I doing? I'm going around some barriers that come out of nowhere at you. Where's the Knight Rider bit? Where's the bit that puts this apart from any other game? Just seems like, you know? "45 seconds left. For what? I'm just driving around a race course. There's no reason for this to be a Knight Rider game. Look at that. The chicane just comes out of no. Reverse! Okay, that was good. A nice, good, proper action show spin there. But if we're playing Knight Rider, we should be doing Knight Rider things. You know? Not just driving around a racetrack, which I could do in any other game, like the one that came with the PlayStation. I'm bored already. Jason says there's not any traffic. That's because this isn't a road, this is a racetrack. We're just driving around a racetrack. We're in a racing game without anything to race with. So now what am I doing again? Am I doing it again? What is the point of this? What is the point? It's a racing game. Might as well be playing Captain Scarlet still. Quit. I want to see the missions. Let's try the missions instead. Oh, I sighed. Right, we don't want to do training. Right. Flag is asked to help catch a gang of bank robbers in a fast getaway car. Kit and Michael are set to intercept. Let's try that one. Let's try an actual thing. Stop the car. That's our mission. Okay? Let's see what happens. If we're on another racetrack, I'll be very annoyed. Because that didn't feel like Knight Rider. That felt like any racing game where you could just unlock like Kit as a special unlockable car.
Michael, I've just heard there's been a bank robbery in a town quite nearby. Apparently a large sum of money was loaded onto a modified getaway vehicle, which the police cannot keep up with. The vehicle is heading this way, and I would like you and Kit to stop it.
Finally, some action.
Yes, finally, some action.
If you mean hurry, Michael, then I concur. The getaway car just passed us at 120 miles per hour. We're going to be hard pressed to keep it within a sensor range.
Right, let's... Can I join the game? Thank you. Right, this is looking a bit better. Whoa, it looks a little bit like Grand Theft Auto. Hee. I don't know what I just did. I thought I was doing the turbo, but I wasn't. Apparently I've just fired some missiles. Okay. Right, so now we're in Chase HQ. What the hell? Alright, this game just got fun. I can drive on 2 wheels, yeah! According to Jason, they didn't get the original voice act. Whoa, what? Yeah, they haven't got the original voice actors. They haven't got anyone that can actually talk. And today, Michael, we will be driving in a straight line towards some bad guys. Which one's the turbo boost button? I want a turbo boost. Is that them? Is that the... Ah, that's the turbo boost, which apparently launches me into the air. Let's catch up with the bad guys. I'll drive off the road because it makes it easier.
In spite of my molecular bondage, these mines hurt. We should try to avoid them.
Oh my goodness. It's the middle of the road in the middle of the day and cars are parked! For goodness sake, they've put no bloody effort in at all, have they? The only thing that's moving is that car. I'll bet if I stop next to some other cars, we'll find that they're all parked as well. So there's cars there? Is that car? Yeah, the car with the flashing headlights. It's not moving. Oh, they are moving a little bit. That's okay then. Some of the cars are moving. That's alright. I thought they'd really screwed up there and nothing was moving. I thought it was another case of big rigs over the road racing. Right, let's zoom down this road and smack into the bad guy. Come on, Chase HQ style. Let's do it. Let's do it. Get out the friggin' way. What have I hit? Whoa. What the hell? What the hell was that? What did I smack into? Oh, it's a rock. Alright, that's okay then. This is a bit dull, isn't it? Trying to catch up with them. I've got my finger down on the turbo boost and I'm still not getting anywhere. It's another case where they had a great idea, the great license, but didn't put any fun into the game. It's not even fun to try and catch up with this guy. You can't. You can't catch up with him because it's not... You can't control the damn car. I assume that I'm supposed to use the turbo to jump over that.
Mission failed.
Yeah, of course it did. I don't know what I'm doing. So that... I get the impression that if I tried hard, I could probably get somewhere in that game. It's one of those kinds of games, you know, where you've really got to fight it to try and like it. Let me just get this back into the case. And bring up the sequel. Because apparently it did good enough to get a sequel. Also by Davalex. I have a horrible feeling it's going to be more of the same. It's just one of those things that... The PlayStation had a lot of potential, PS2 even, had a lot of potential, and sometimes it's good. I'm going to give it 5 out of 10. No, I'm going to give it 4 out of 10. It's got its chances, it's got its times where it's actually interesting, but at the same time, there's a lot left unfulfilled. There's a lot of potential that just doesn't really do it. And heavy controls and a lack of knowing what the hell you're supposed to be doing. And the guy just speeding away from you all the time. It just doesn't feel right. It really doesn't feel right. I think if I give it more of a chance... Right, so the intro is exactly the same. But then again, it's based on Knight Rider, so what do you expect? So, story mode. New game. Let's see what happens this time. So far, the engine appears to be the same. Normal difficulty. Right, 2 years ago, okay. So is this set 2 years after the first game? Are the controls better? Mission, the mountains. That's your mission, mountains. The mountains. The only mountains. Come on, load up. This has got long loading times. Come on. Come on. Load. Jason says, was there a Baywatch game? I bloody hope not. If there is, I haven't got it. There is a Charlie's Angels game, which we're not looking at today. Because, oh, I can't.
Well, kid, wasn't that an incredible vacation? Excellent snow, perfect weather, great hotel, and very nice personnel.
You mean you enjoyed yourself, Michael, because you were the only guest there who did not have to clean the ice off his car windows by himself.
That was a nice touch. I hope the cold didn't spoil your vacation.
Of course not, Michael. It was a good way to test some of my instruments under those temperature extremes.
Great.
Have they changed the guy who's voicing Kit?
Well, since you wanted to take this alternative route, we have to drive through the night. I suggest you turn me over to auto cruise. Then you can get some rest and leave the driving to me.
Well, that was a part of the plan.
Michael, these roads look deserted.
Don't worry so much. I know you'd prefer to stick to the highway, but then you'd miss all this beautiful scenery. I mean, look at...
Michael, I'm sorry to interrupt, but this might be quite important. My sensors detect fast-moving objects coming towards us.
What are they?
They're missiles, Michael. I calculate impact within 10 seconds.
That doesn't
What?
sound good. Let's get out of here, pronto.
My thoughts exactly.
Do I get to play it anymore? What the hell? Oh, come on! So now I'm driving toward things I can't see. And the controls are reversed because we're in rear view mode. And they changed the button for turbo boost. And the turbo boost still makes you jump in the air. Did we learn nothing from Crash Bandicoot? Oh, come on! I hit the side because there was no way I could have... there's no way I could have avoided that, having not seen it coming towards me. This is stupid. How am I supposed to avoid those buildings when I can't see them coming? Basically, I've got to stay in the middle of the road, but I can't stay in the middle of the road because missiles are coming for me. This is ridiculous. How long is this mission? Oh, thankfully now I can see where I'm going. Well, at least it's got more variety to it than the first game, I'll give it that. It's got a bit more going on. Turbo boost over that. Right, it's actually trying this time. This is better. This is a better game than the original because it's got something going on with it. It gets you in at the start. It's interesting. It's stupid, and it's repeating the same things again and again. But at least it's got more to it than just drive and try and catch up with a criminal. So it draws you in a bit better. This one is actually a better game. So yeah, I'll give this one a decent score. Also, the controls are better. It feels more responsive. Kit's not as heavy on the turns. Seriously, a missile that just looped down.
Michael, we should use one of our weapons to clear these obstacles.
How? What are them? What? I've got a laser. Why can't I shoot? Why can't I shoot the missiles with my laser? So I've got a laser and a turbo boost.
Mission failed.
Nah, it's fine. Better game, much better game than the first one. Actually, that one gets a decent score. Knight Rider 2, I'll give it 6 out of 10. It's got better controls, it's more to it, it's more interesting. The voice acting's still not great. The graphics are still very clunky, but it's almost comparable with the first Grand Theft Auto on the PS2, so I'm going to give it 6 out of 10. Yeah, 6 out of 10. What else we got here? Jason's saying he watched the last episode of Star Trek Picard this morning. A lot of people have said they didn't like it. I thought it was alright. But the entire series felt like a 10-hour long pilot episode for a new show. So, I don't know. Okay, now we're getting down to some of the real dross. Allow me to bring up the main screen again. Oh, for goodness sake. Let me hold on to this. Yeah, there we are. Bob the Builder. Yes, there's a Bob the Builder game. And it's another iToy required. So, Bob the Builder. Why is he in here? Bob the Builder. To get some cash. Here we go. We're going to need the big light on there because this is going to be an iToy game and I need to give the iToy all of the light that it can get. Yeah, a bit tired. Chief89 says, did you like it, the Picard series? I give it an 8 out of 10. It had more character development in that one series than the whole of Discovery's had so far. So it's better. But there are bits that it shouldn't have done. And I won't spoil anything, but there are bits in the show that shouldn't have been in there. Oh, of course, we have the other Bob the Builder joke. Bob the Builder, can we fix it? Bob the Builder, no, it's broken. And all the adults, you know where I was going with that. Come on, let me get it. How many times do I have to press a button to get to the thing? This is supposed to be an iToy game, come on. Here we are. Warning! Bob the Builder uses an autosave feature. Insertion of a memory card after this point could result in all of your data being eaten by gremlins. What just happened there? Am I supposed to be down here like this? Okay, so I'm... Oh, right. It's noticing that I'm doing something. Right. So I've got to stay down here and be as small as I can so I don't get outside of that little space. If you wish to save Bob, retry? No. Continue without saving. Yes. Let me get in the game, you horrible, horrible. Yes, I'm sure. Get the bloody game on. Good grief. It's no wonder there's so much of it, so much trouble on the computer game industry at the moment with sexual harassment and stuff. Even the games can't take no for an answer. Right, what's this? Options? No. Go back. Is that the game? Free. We want the game. Free play mode, that's fine. One player. No, we don't need to... Oh, for goodness sake. Let me into the game! Pause for picture. How's that for a picture, you pricks? We're gonna go for hard mode. Right, pilchard fishing. I don't know what this... This is a ridiculous... How long did that take just to get into the damn game? Wave your hands over fish to catch them.
Okay, this job calls for teamwork. We'll dangle our fishing lines in the lake until we feel a bite. I got one! Grab it now!
So I wave a fish, and then fish magically get caught.
Hurry! This one's a wriggler! No! He's taking away!
We don't... That was a boot!
Got you!
So I'm basically just slapping fish. It's a fish slapping game. Okay, this one's got more to it than some of the others that we've tried. It's a bit of exercise. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen! Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm on the wrong screen. So you don't know why I put my finger up, do you?
It's not even my size.
I am so sorry that you couldn't see this crap game of crap.
That beauty.
So all you had was me waving, didn't you? You caught 10 fish and got 1 star. Is that good? You'll see why I threw I did the finger in a minute. Okay, let's go back. We're going to try that again. You should be able to see the game in a minute.
Guess who else is coming?
Here we go.
It's Pilchard.
Wave your hands over fish to catch them.
Okay. This
There you are.
job was
That's why, because it made me take a photo.
lines in the lake until we feel a bite. How about
So we're slapping fish. This is a decent game.
And that's not my size either.
It's a fish slapping game. Smack those fishies. Yes, we can. What's this got to do with building, by the way?
This one's a wriggler.
No! He's getting away!
well done, team?
Got you.
Is it bad that I'm actually finding this vaguely amusing?
Got one. Grab it now.
Oh, Mr. Fishy Wishy.
I can't hold it much longer. I can't hold it much longer.
I got one. Grab it now. There, get it quick. Whoa, look at that beauty.
19 fishies. I got 2 stars that time. Actually, this game's not bad. I won't have a bad thing said about both of them. I will. Trying to find out what's going. Right, let's go for the next game. Scrambler's Scramble. Right, what's this one about? Oh. Bob the Lake polluted and.
This is going to be a bumpy ride, so I need your help with directions. If you see a rock on the path, then wave your hand over one of them.
Right, I see. So we're gonna. Every time it's bringing that picture up. Right, so I've...
Wicked. It's okay. I'm fine.
What was I supposed to do for that?
Check me out. Okay, that one hurt a bit.
That's a terrible, terrible voice that they're using.
Okay, that one hurt a bit.
Sounds like he's from Little Britain.
Who left that there?
And we'll see Little Britain in a minute because I've just remembered I haven't picked that out for the stuff yet. This is not fun. The first game was alright, but this one's just like,
That didn't even hurt.
Alright, the basic concept is not bad. And it's weird to see myself on screen. I'm on screen twice now. So, it's not bad. As games go, I can see kids liking this one and finding it a bit fun. Have I done the best games video for the PS2? I haven't yet, Jason. I probably should do that though. Okay, Bob the Builder. I'm going to give 5 out of 10. It's got a decent set of ideas to it. So yeah, I think that works. We can do 5 out of 10. I've probably got a copyright strike for the music though, but never mind. Bob the Builder. It's not as bad as some of the previous games. So, I mentioned Little Britain, and before I forget about it... Oh. Little Britain, the game. I bought this game for 50 pence. And I kind of feel like I was ripped off. This may well be one of the worst games on the entire system. And you'll see why in a moment. Jason, yeah, we'll do our best games on PS2 at some point. It'll take a while for me to work out which ones those are, though, because I've got an awful lot of these. Yeah, it's an awful lot of games. So, if I can actually get into this, if you remember right at the point where the internet just started becoming a big thing and Flash games were big. This is a collection of Flash games. You should rename the stream Worst TV Licenses on PS2, says Patrick. Given what I've... Yeah, to be honest with you, yeah. Do you want to start the game anyway? I really don't. I really, really don't. Go back. We're going to go for tour. Here we go. Apparently we're playing as Darkly No One. We're going to go for medium.
Welcome on board. Our first stop is Darkly Noon. For skate Vicky through the park and collect as many seeds.
How did they get Tom Baker to voice this?
And she needs...
You'll see why this is bad in a moment.
Yeah, but you, but yeah, but you.
There we go.
CD? Never CD. Never CD. Yeah, I'm only doing this at a June. No, but yeah, but no, but yeah, but I still totally meant to do that actually, if you didn't mind. No.
Do you see the problem here? It's crap. This is the game. This is the game that they expected people to pay money for. They honestly expected people to buy this and to think it was worth buying. The controls have a delay on them, so you've got to know to press something a few seconds before it actually happens.
Oh my God.
Classics, if Matt Lucas blocked you on Twitter, you are not missing out. I honestly think that this is just... This shows the kind of level that they're on. Him and his fellow comedians. They're not. It's awful. The only time I've seen him do anything good was Shooting Stars, where he's running to someone else's script, and Doctor Who, where he's running to someone else's script.
No, but yeah, but no, but yeah, but I still totally meant to do that actually, if you didn't mind, if you didn't even know.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Little Britain, 0 out of 10. It's not. There is no part of this that is worth playing. And we're still not finished. The next one is going to be controversial. Because I've chosen Altered Beast as one of the worst games on the PlayStation 2. And I'll show you why. Now, the Mega Drive original wasn't really anything to write home about. Let's put it that way. It wasn't great. However, it was playable. So I'm going to show you what happens when you take a not great but at least playable game and you try to make it 3D. What you get is one of the slowest and most boring brawlers that I've ever played. And I think most of you will get why I've put this on the list. We'll try 60 Hz. Police on mopeds have just gone past. This game contains scenes of extreme violence and gore. Excellent. Let us play. Let us play Modified Animal. Here we go. Normal mode. And we're running it on 60 Hz. Just to try and speed things up a bit. The classic says, I think it was because someone who I follow called him out for using blackface. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Right. So, R1, display map. No, it doesn't. There it is. Right, so we're going over to the crash site, okay. So far, so nothing. Looks pretty decent already. Graphically, it's alright, and it's working out fairly decently in terms of... right, so now we've modified, and we now get to fight. And this is it. This is the game. It's just a generic brawler. You see why I said it wasn't great? The beast design is poor. Parts of the beast that are integral to it, like the head and the hair, are going through the main character. The enemies are generic. I have no block button, by the way, as far as I can tell. And I'm just mashing the same button for the same controls because nothing else is working. And that's it. So, it could have been good. It should have been good. But it's not.
The beast is taking over your mind. You're going to die unless we do something.
Wow. What voice acting. The beast is taking over your mind. You're going to die unless we do something.
What's happening to me?
Not even a good transformation.
Who are you?
You don't remember?
This could have been good.
Don't
This
worry,
is the...
it's just a tranquilizer. Transformation puts quite a bit of stress on your cerebral cortex. That's the human part of your brain.
I'm going to give it 4 out of 10.
We don't want your mind to transform as well, do we?
Transform? What do you...
It could have been good. It could have been great. But the voice acting's terrible. The graphics are humdrum. The controls, well, they're responsive, but there's nothing to it. It's just slash, slash, slash. And the designs, they're not good. It could have been good. Could have been really good. But it's better than Air Raid 3. Air Raid 3. Pausing itself as if it's a sequel to the sequel to one of the rarest games on the Atari 2600. Air Raid. You'll be amazed when you see this one. And literally, you will be amazed. And rightly so. Phoenix Games. So there, for the start, there's your seal of quality. Continue without saving. Oh, definitely yes. Start game. How good does this look? How good does that... If I saw this in the arcades, I would have been amazed. But have you seen the problem yet? All of the enemies that are going to kill you are coming from behind. You can't see them until it's too late. That's it. There is so much potential to this. I want to like it. I really, really want to like it because there is so much potential, but things just happen. You just die because the computer decides that you're going to die, and that's no way to make a game. This could have been amazing. There, I couldn't get away from that missile. It just kept turning and coming with me. Jason says it's like a backward afterburner. Yeah, and it's got so much potential because of it, but it quickly becomes unplayable. I really, really wanted to like this one. It looks great, it moves fantastically. It's so smooth. But it just randomly decides you're going to die, and that's it. To the point where it becomes unplayable. Chief89 says, one game he would have liked to have played more in the arcades was Afterburner. And would you know on what other platforms it was out there? Amstrad, Spectrum, Commodore, PlayStation 1 I think has Afterburner. The Saturn has it. Dreamcast has it. It's in the... I think it's on Xbox as well because it's in Shenmue. PlayStation 2 has it in Yakuza. PS4 has it in Yakuza 0. So it's out there. There's a lot of versions of it that just tends to be hidden in other games. This game had so much potential, and it squanders it because of that random "yeah, you're gonna die now" factor. So I'm gonna give Air Raid 3 4 out of 10, which might be a bit high. But even so, it's like there is something there. There's enough to make you want to play it, even though you can't. And part of me wonders how many levels are actually in it, because surely there can't be that many when it's randomly just killing you off straight away. So, now I've got 5 more games here. And some of these you're going to wonder why I've picked them, because some of them aren't that bad. But yeah, they are that bad. So, and you'll see why I've picked this one straight away, just mainly because of its premise. America's 10 Most Wanted. Who are we going after here? Saddam Hussein? Osama bin Laden? Yeah, that's the level. This one's a first-person shooter based on... I still can't believe they made it. I really, really can't believe they made this. It's in such bad taste. But this is back in the War on Terror days, where basically outright racism at times seemed to be accepted. So, we're going to see how we got on with this. My allergies are really playing up today. But you'll see why I picked it in a moment for being on the worst list. Come on, load up, load up. Come on, just load up.
At the dawn of the 21st century, the number of fugitives wanted by the FBI soared to record levels. Federal agencies were overwhelmed with unsolved cases. Fugitives became more dangerous and unpredictable, and the top 10 most wanted were increasingly linked to terrorism. This emergence of worldwide terror networks caused unprecedented casualties abroad and at home. To deal with this crisis, Congress orders the creation of CIPHER, the Criminal Interdiction and Fugitive Recovery Task Force. Hosted by the State Department, CIPHER's primary objective is to hunt down the world's most elusive and dangerous fugitives and bring them in alive. Hand-picked by the military to lead CIPHER's Alpha Team, Lieutenant Jake Seaver is a veteran of counterterrorism and urban warfare. In 1999, a covert mission was launched to hunt down and capture top al-Qaeda leaders. Seaver was assigned to this mission on the Afghan-Pakistani border.
Here we go. This is gonna be bad. New game. We're gonna go for hard difficulty, because why wouldn't we? Invert view, yes. Oh my goodness. Come on, load up. Patrick, you're absolutely right. If they'd used fictitious people and made it a bit more like Call of Duty did, where they went into this kind of area, it would have been acceptable, but they didn't. They've used real people, and they look reasonably like those people, so the facsimile's there. It's just in such bad taste. Patrick, yes, I did not put a memory card in on purpose. These are unskippable cutscenes, by the way.
Roger that, Sierra 5, I understand. Crew 5 are dead. Proceed to LZ Blue Jay for extraction. We've got to make it quick. Roger that, I'll be there.
Here we go. Right. Press X to lock on, square to lock onto enemies, okay. Square does not lock onto enemies, by the way. Kinda does, actually. I'm out. What? Where's my app? How do I change guns? Where's my ability? I've got no... I can't change guns. That's it. The controls are awful, and I've got no ammo. Right, run and get a different gun. I don't... Oh, for goodness sake, I've got a grenade launcher now. Which does nothing! It does nothing! There's a guy on burning to death here. Splat. And it gave me a bonus for smacking someone in the face. How bad is that? It's such bad taste. Changing the cartridge, the clip, the magazine is slow. Aiming is weird. You can quickly run out of bullets. The entire premise of the game is in such bad taste for a start. It's like, how did this get made? It's just awful. So, I'm going to give that 2 out of 10. It's not good. It's so not good. So, let's move on to something that's bad, but at least not in bad taste. It's so... Oh, man. Just... Who thought that was a good idea? Just realised there's one more that I missed. So, this one you're going to be amazed by. Just quickly looking, because I have a feeling that I've missed another one. I don't see it. I don't see it. Where is it? Yeah. Whoa. Oh my goodness, the disc doesn't look good, it doesn't sound good at all. There was another one that I forgot to get out, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left after this. No, 5 left after this. Another one from Blast, and this one is Babe. You'll be amazed when you see this. It is just, oof. Now, it looks like it's going to be based on the film from the pictures, doesn't it? Just wait and see. Just wait and see what this is. I'm going to start the new game. This is... Like, what is this? What the hell are we playing? How bad is this? Remember what I was talking to you about earlier on about Flash games? Does this remind anyone else of the very old Ultima series? Because that's what it feels like to me. There's a hidden key apparently, and I've got to... Patrick says he wouldn't subject his young nieces to all the kids' games shown this stream. You're absolutely right not to. This is just so bad. Someone made this and sold it. If it looks like the graphics look like they're from Ultima Online, and it's got nothing to do with the film, but the cover makes it look like it's based on the film. It's so bad. It's like, what am I doing? I'm bored, just wandering around. I found no keys, and apparently I need to. Right, so that dog-like trampolines. So, can we push the dog to the trampoline? Where is the dog that I like the trampolines? Is that what we're doing here? Is that the puzzle we're solving? Use the R2 button to zoom out, okay. Oh. Now it looks like friggin' Farmville on Facebook. It's a browser game. This is atrocious. You know what the worst thing is? It's not the only one. It's not the only game like this. Babe, 1 out of 10. This should not be on PS2 at all. You could do these graphics better on an Amiga, says Jason. You're absolutely right. So, now I'm going to show you something truly amazing. Because if you think it can't get worse, you have not seen Dr. Dolittle. And I cannot, for the life of me, believe this game exists. You're gonna love it. And by love it, I mean hate it. Here we go. Yeah, to be honest, Patrick, you're joking there, but it would have fit a Spectrum. It's that kind of gameplay. I can't believe they've got their siren and flashlights on there. They're making it look like it's an amazing presentation, on par with Star Wars. Just wait till you see it. This is Dr. Dolittle From the same people who brought you Babe. Yes, from Ass Blast. Dr. Dolittle, copyright 2006, 20th Century Fox Film Corporation. Think this one's going to be based on... Do you think this one's going to be based on the film? You'd be wrong. How crap does that look? Say hello to Dr. Dolittle. He's just arrived in town. Animals understand Dr. Dolittle. He can talk to them. You need to take him to meet all the animals so they know who to talk to if they become ill. I'm not actually moving him at this point, by the way. Watch. I'll bring up this. All I do... Nothing. Nothing's happening. I'm wandering around town by pressing the D pad buttons because the thumbsticks don't always work. So, we have some of the worst drawings that I've seen in a long time on a PlayStation 2, a 128-bit system, something that is equivalent to what NASA in the 60s would have regarded as a supercomputer of sci-fi proportions, is drawing vague coloured shapes with a tiny guy, and if you look at him, he's got anti-aliasing around him because it's drawn. And I'm supposed to be wandering around and talking to animals. So, we're going to have to go and find some animals just to talk to them. So I'm going to walk out in front of traffic, which will just stop for me because it's that realistic, and try and get to, I think that's a dog, with a lion down the road from it. So, there's the dog, maybe a cat. Hello, Dr. Dolittle. My name is Sue. I'm a cat. We have now completed one task in this game. Why is there a tiger standing in the road? Hello, Dr. Dolittle. My name is Ming. I'm a tiger. You're in the middle of the bloody street. Why is there a tiger? This game makes Babe look like Shakespeare. Hello, Dr. Dolittle. My name is Lucky. I'm a dog. And the reason we're talking to these animals in this game, apparently based on a film, is so that they know who to come and talk to if they get sick. How do the animals make a decision to come to the doctor? How do they make the decision? Because surely their owners of these pets would be the ones to talk to the doctor. This is based on a film! And I'm going to show you something else as well. They knew how bad this was. Because remember, this is based on a film. Do you see the star of the film? Do you see him? Head cut off. There's no star of the film in this. They knew how bad this was. Chief89 saying, this stream is really hardcore and absolutely living up to its title. Yep. I promised bad games, I've delivered bad games. Dr. Dolittle, 1 out of 10. So bad. But even this, You wonder why they put that on the PlayStation 2. But why is Miami Vice on the PlayStation 2? A show that had finished 20 years before the PlayStation came out. Here we go. Miami Vice. Can't believe we're doing this. Oh, for goodness sake, not again. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Disappointed with the games, but really enjoying the stream. That's what we want. We want something that's fun. Why am I getting iCloud? I don't want iCloud. Go back to what I was doing. Do I want to... Get off the screen! What the hell? Good grief. There was a film out with Colin Farrell that would explain things if the characters on the front of this thing weren't the guys from the original series. Again, they've bought it. It's Davalex. They've gone and done the same thing with this as they did with the Knight Rider games, because this isn't based on the film. This is based on the TV show. New game. Here we go. We're going to go for normal mode because, of course, we are. How many? That's 4 times I've had to say don't save. Here we go. Our primary objectives at the waterfront are to identify Manuel Ortega and take down all the drug dealers. In a moment, you'll realise that this is a Grand Theft Auto clone. Which should be alright, shouldn't it? Decent enough. Right. Do I have the ability to climb on anything? I have the ability to crouch. The moment I move away from those boxes, a cutscene starts, and now I'm nowhere near the boxes, I'm somewhere else. What? By the way, the camera's moving on its own. I'm not doing that. So all those weird things, that's not me. Where am I? Ah. Okay, who's shooting?
Tubbs, I'm down. Case closed. I'm bringing you in.
Restart because... Like, what? So, a couple of shots and I'm dead. Before I even know where the guys are. That's the level we're at here. It's a GTA clone where you can't take any damage. So, we step away from the thing. That triggers a cutscene. And now we're getting shot at. So, how do I shoot?
You're busted, pal.
How do I shoot? Right, so I've got to hold down the... It's auto-targeting. I've just got to press a... So I'm going to crouch and hold down the gun button and then fire. And that's it. The controls are crap. Now we're getting somewhere. You're seeing a lot of Grand Theft Auto Vice City here. It's about that level, isn't it? But the controls are so bad. And I'm not going to last because it's so hard to get a bead on what you're doing with the people. Right, got to find that ladder that we pulled down. Where is it? Is this it? Was it here? What was that? What was that? There was an action. 45 pistol, okay. Am I supposed to go up some stairs? Is there something else I can do? Is there a position I have to stand in? The game is not very helpful. Now, you'd have thought there'd be a climb or a jump button, but no. There's nothing. I can wander, and that's about it. But I can't wander very well because the controls are crap. So I'm going to go over here. Oh, I can't go over here because there's stuff blocking my way. So, what do I do? Where do I go? Why is there so much motion blur whenever the camera moves? It's weird. It's like it's trying to do the TV show, but it's not very good at it. Also, is that what passes for music? I think I'm supposed to be able to get up on these boxes, you know. I really do. Do I have a manual that tells me what? No, I don't. No manual came with the game. Right. It's gotta be up there. Yeah, there's the ladder. There's the ladder. So how do I get up onto there? Can I put the gun away? Okay, I'll switch weapons. Right, I've put the gun away. Does that mean I can climb up on anything? No, immediately pull the gun back out. So, what do I do? Nothing's working. Nothing's working. You can't get up there. You just lowered a ladder, but you can't get up there. So much potential. It's like the Knight Rider thing. So much potential, but what do you do? So Miami Vice. 3 out of 10. I think that's as much as you can give it. The music's not good. The graphics are acceptable. But the controls are terrible. And that's the problem. But it's not even the last. Because Beverly Hills Cop did the same thing. So here we go. This one's another one from Blast, which appears to have been the main cause of today's torture. And ass blast is where it is. Blast from the ass. Let's get into it. Beverly Hills Cop. On PlayStation 2. Another GTA clone. Trying to ride high on the idea of GTA, and especially GTA Vice City. When it brought back the idea of the 80s aesthetic. Basically, Blast just picking up licenses. But notice, they haven't licensed the tune. New game. They didn't license the tune for the title screen. Not going to be good, is it? That's a bad start. So, here we go. Mission 1, the chop shop. Sneak into the garage at night. Okay, it's a little bit fuzzy. Look for evidence to put away a ring of car thieves. Stay out of sight. These guys don't like cops. You think? So, first and foremost, you'll notice that the controls are crap. They're really, really slow. And I need to invert the y-axis. Where is it? Invert y-axis. Okay. Accept changes. Everything is so slow. All the controls feel so heavy. Right, that's better. So, we've got a flaming dumpster. And this is the direction that it aimed us toward. I can't even see if that looks even vaguely like Eddie Murphy. I bet it doesn't. Also, notice, he's not on the cover. Eddie Murphy is not on the cover, it's a car on the cover. So I have a feeling that they've got the name, but not the likeness, and not the tune. They haven't got his likeness. That's why you're not seeing him. This is right. So we can't shoot because mission failed. What? This is ridiculous. So we walk really, really slowly, except in cutscenes where we walk at a decent pace. Apparently we can't shoot. But I think, well, why not? Patrick says maybe Crazy Frog's use of the Axel F music might have prevented them using it. 2006, it's about the same time. Chief 89 says at least this one's got a flaming dumpster, I guess. Yeah, this dumpster fire has a dumpster fire in it. That cutscene is unskippable, by the way. Right, the moment they see us, that's it. We can't do anything else. Who's this guy on the California sign? And why is he doing? Why is he doing an okay thing? What? I don't get anything that's going on in this. So once again, I'm going to do it. So we're going to go in here, and then we're going to go through this unskippable cutscene. And then we're going to try and not get seen by these guys. Oh my goodness. I thought not being able to climb up on boxes was bad in Miami Vice, but an unskippable cutscene and presenting you with a gun in a first-person shooter mode and then saying, no, you can't use it. It's like, guys, come on. Let me in. He's seen me. They've both seen me. They've got to have seen. What am I supposed to do? So, Beverly Hills Cop. I'm not even playing it anymore. 2 out of 10. Giving you a gun that you can't use. Clearly not licensing the likeness for it. Terrible gameplay. Slow movement. No. 2 out of 10. So bad. We're almost finished now, guys. We're almost through this mess of games. with another one. This one's from a German television. This one's from German TV. Alarm for Cobra 11 Hot Pursuit. Now, apparently this is a popular show in Germany. And it's another one by Davalex, who you may remember did Knight Rider and what's the one? Miami Vice. But not only is this by Davalex, it's published by Midas, turning gold into shit. Here we go. So we've got an awful developer with an awful publisher. Here we go. And it says here, this is Volume 2. This says it's Volume 2. I've never seen Volume 1. I think it's on PlayStation 1, if it actually came out anywhere. So, let's get into it. Do you want to continue without a save game? Yes, I do. Jason, you're absolutely right. The first one's worth watching. So they're the guys from the show, I would expect, and they look so happy to be here. The one on the left is pointing a gun with a vacant stare, and the one on the right looks like he's just stepped out of an 80s pornographic film, complete with moustache. Oh, I can't believe we're getting through these. Single player, yes. Yes, we want single player. Here we go. Cologne, Berlin, Paris, or New York. I think we'll go for Cologne. Welcome to the Cobra 2 Autopolizei. Before you can join this task force, you have to qualify for a time trial. Your target time is 1:45. Let's go. Select my car. Yeah, these look like they're licensed vehicles, don't they? We're gonna go with the blue one. It looks vaguely car-like. Can't believe this. Oh my goodness. The cars look even more boxy than they did in Knight Rider and the other stuff. So, time trial. Like every other game we've had, we're on a bloody race course. Here we go. Probably going to get copyright struck for that music. So I'm actually going to turn the volume off. So, we're going this way. And it looks like we're going that way. No, we are going this way. Okay. So those arrows are something to pick up, not indicators of where you're going. Good to know. Oh, they're speed boosts. Right. I thought they were indicators of where we were going. What with them being arrows and all. And not arrows pointing forwards. Arrows that rotate between left and right. Oh my goodness. So we're supposed to do a lap time of 1:45 on a course that isn't properly laid out and doesn't really tell us where we're going. Oh dear. Patrick says the PS2 remakes of Space Harrier, Afterburner and Outrun were complete rubbish. I have to disagree there. The remake of Outrun's not bad. I quite enjoy that. It's not brilliant, but it's not bad. The Outrun sequel on the Xbox was disappointing. Jason, I played that so much that my first copy delaminated from the heat of the machine. I had to buy a second one. And that's no joke. I adore Outrun 2. In Outrun 2006, Coast to Coast, so good. So we're going to continue this and see whether we get there. We're not going to make it though because our target is 1:45. Now lap time at the moment is 1:43. So yeah, we're not making it. Not qualified. So in this game about hot pursuit police, where we're just driving around. We'll try that again and see if we can actually get into the game at all. I'm going to use the yellow car this time because it's the one that's on the front cover, jumping over some police cars. And then I think you'll enjoy what we've got for our final game. So let's keep going and see what happens with this. And see if we can get through it this time. If I don't accidentally go the wrong way because those arrows suggest that you should, I'm going to probably make it this time. So we'll see how we go. The problem is, of course, the controls are not great. They're very slippery. It feels like you're driving on marbles because everything just sort of rotates and rolls. So it can be quite difficult. And it's one of the problems with a lot of lower budget racing games. They just lack the smoothness and responsiveness of the higher budget racing games, which is a problem when you're all about driving. I've got nitro. Can I use nitro? How do I use nitro? Ah, right. I've got nitro. I know how to use nitro now. So let's actually do this. Let's make it through this game. Oof. Yeah. Right. I'm stuck. Go, 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 go! Go, go, go! Meow, meow. I've got to make my own sound effects because we had to turn the music off. Boom! Way! Okay, that was fun. That was fun. I'll grant them that. I've stood the car up. I can't go anywhere because I've stood the car. The car is balanced on the... The car is balanced on its own bad design. It's square on the front and back. I can't move. Guys, I take it all back. 10 out of 10. It's a driving game where you can rent your car and able to drive. Okay, restart. I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that. Let's try this again. Oh my goodness. Right, we're going to use our nitro boost to get a nice head start. Patrick, no, I couldn't use the nitro to move it. It just didn't move. It was totally unresponsive. So we're getting around now. We're getting around at some speed. So hopefully we'll get into the actual game after this training mission, and hopefully we won't land balanced on the back of the car. Rum, 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 rum. I think we're going to do it this time. Well, I hope so anyway. Yeah, we're going to do it. Are we now doing the lap again? Alright. I don't know why, but alright. And we already... Yeah, qualified. It finally realised that we'd gone past the starting point. So we've qualified. We've completed the mission. We've unlocked a new car. Ass. I'm going to go all the way back and end. Ass end. Oh my goodness. Mission 2. There's a group of joyriders active in the area and they race the highway in stolen cars. Your mission is to infiltrate and find out who they are. You have to finish at least second to be accepted. So it's another race. Basically, this is a TV show themed racing game. Not what I was expecting from Alarm for Cobra 11 Hot Pursuit. And the car jumping over an explosion on the front cover. A racing game is not what I was expecting, but here we are with another budget racer. So we're now going to come at least second. And everyone else just races off in front of us. Standard fare for a low-budget racing game. Making judicious use of the nitro just to keep up with the computer-controlled cars. Now I have no chance of winning because they're just so far ahead of me. And they're not making mistakes, they know the road. Graphically, this isn't bad. It's about the same par as Knight Rider, which I think it's using the same engine of. It has a feel of the Knight Rider engine. Almost to the point where you'd expect Kit to be an unlockable car at some point. I can't fault it for the race. It's not too bad. The controls are acceptable. They're not brilliant, but they're acceptable. But it doesn't feel like it's the show that the front cover is selling it as. It's just a racing game. The one that I've got no chance of winning in because I don't know the race. I suppose if I learned the course it would be better, but it feels like it would be a lot of effort for what is really a game I could go and play a different one of from any other publisher. But I'm going to give it 5 out of 10, I think, because it's passable, it works, it's alright. It's nothing to write home about, and I'm completely lost, but it's alright. The PlayStation's got like 1,000 of these games. This one's nothing to write home about. Sad but true. We'll get to the end of the race and see how we do. But I have a feeling that because we made a few mistakes early on, there's no chance we can actually win. So it won't stop me trying though, of course. Oh, yeah, they're not making mistakes at all. It really is one of those games where you've got to know the track, you've got to know the course, you've got to know the racing lines, and you've got to not make a mistake, otherwise you're not getting through. But I caught up with them, so at least there's that. They don't seem to run out of nitro either. If you notice, they always hit the nitro. Jason, you're absolutely not right. Need for Speed did this an awful lot better. And they even had a game called Hot Pursuit. and Hot Pursuit 2, which took me ages to track down. Oh dear. But they are... It could be better, it could be an awful lot worse, but it's... Alarm for Cobra 11. 5 out of 10. Okay guys, it's 5 to 5, we've been going almost 3 hours, and we're down now to our final game. And what a game I've got for you this time. Turn the sound back on, because this you will find amazing. When I ask you, why is this on PlayStation 2? Of all things, why is it on PS2? An American Tail. I kid you not, a cartoon that came out in cinemas in the 80s is on PlayStation 2. So, what are you expecting from this musical and very moving at times tale of immigrant mice coming to America to seek a new life? What kind of game are you expecting from this? Because I'm betting it's not what you actually get. You will not be expecting what actually happens in this game. Let it load up and you'll see. Blast again, because of course it is. Gods by Data Design. So, based very obviously there on character designs from the film. What kind of game are you expecting? Because I tell you now, I was not expecting what you're about to see. This starts off using the film. It's using clips from the film, like we've seen so many times. So much of the film here. So what are we expecting to see when the game itself starts? Were you expecting to see Super Monkey Ball? Because that's what this is. It's Super Monkey Ball. And that's it. One chance. All you get is one chance. Restart the level. It's a really, really poor Super Monkey Ball game. With terrible, terrible controls. Now, I personally really adore the Monkey Ball games. Find them fantastic. I love them. This is terrible. It's more like Mythmaker's Orbs of Doom than Super Monkey Ball. About the same quality. What's it got to do with American Tail? What has it got to do with the classic, absolute classic film that is beloved by generations of children? What has it got to do with it? Nothing. Nothing at all. Yeah, Jason says he was expecting a cutesy platformer. I would have loved a cutesy platformer based on an American Tail. Instead, we got this. An uncontrollable mess of a game. It's just terrible. I'll grant it that for the most part, the controls kind of work, but so much wasted potential. Really is. Really is. Let's see if we can get through this first level. Because let's face it, I really like this kind of game. I'm one of those people who enjoyed the Super Monkey Ball on the Wii, where you use the Wii balance board. I thought that was fun. A lot of people don't. They think it's terrible, but I enjoyed it. This, however, is uncontrollable nonsense. Ugh. See if we can get... Apparently there are 15 stars. I can't see 15. I can see one more. So I'm assuming that that middle bit opens up at some point, because otherwise, where are they? Right, let's do it. Let's get back round. Oof. So close. I'm kind of getting the hang of it. So there is that. And there. One mistake and that's it. You've got to start all over again. 3 out of 10, I think, for that one. It could be worse, but it should have been a lot better. I'll turn that off. Ugh. And that's it. That's it. That's the last of the games I've got ready for you guys. Last one there. I think we went out on quite a spectacular one for that. Oh my goodness. What were they thinking with some of these things? Oh my goodness, really? Anyway, that's 3 hours of crap games. If you manage to get through all that, I'll be amazed, because I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I got through this. It's a mess, a nightmare mess of dross. But there we are, guys. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this, and if you did, remember to click that like button. Share it with your friends so that they know which games to avoid on PlayStation 2, I'll tell you that. And I'll see you tomorrow, where we're going to try and code our own game, which hopefully will turn out to be an awful lot better than some of these. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and see you later. Bye-bye. Have a great night. Bye.